made during Madaraka Day celebrations, where the president has the latitude to speak about everything and anything. It's not a speech, Mr. Speaker, comparable to speeches issued during Mashujaa Day or Jamhuri Day. The State of the Nation address by the President, the Speaker, is a constitutional imperative. It is a constitutional accountability statement by the President, made in the presence of representatives of the sovereigns of this nation, as captured in Chapter 1, Article 1 of the Constitution. The Speaker, it's a constitutional requirement for the President to address the nation on matters of national values and principles, international obligations, and national security issues. It is largely about self-reflection and introspection. It is not, Mr. Speaker, an opportunity for self-praise and congratulation. And that is where, Mr. Speaker, I want to begin my debate on this matter, that I personally take great exception on the representatives of the sovereigns of the Kenyan population who stood to applaud the President for announcing the cancellation of the Adani deals. Mr. Speaker, that announcement may have elicited a lot of praise for the President. It may have elicited a lot of excitement on the part of the members present. But, Mr. Speaker, what that mention of the Adani deals ran short of is to tell the Kenyan people, the sovereigns of this nation, important aspects of that Adani deal. And one of them would have been the President should actually have told Kenyans where the rain started beating us on the matter of the Adani deals. I heard the President saying that the reason for the cancellation of the deals was because he had come across new evidence. I would have expected the President to table that new evidence. Because the Speaker, well, from where I sit, because I've not seen that new evidence, from where I sit, there is no new evidence against Adani. The things that are happening to Adani are things that the President has been told about from the day Adani was mentioned. In fact, Mr. Speaker, it shall be remembered that my party leader, His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, is today in court, appearing in person, on record, against the Adani deal. And the evidence adduced there is the same evidence that the President is saying he has come across new evidence. The Speaker, the Adani deals were a scheme to pilferage and to con the people of this nation. That's what those deals were about. The Speaker, you know, I marvel at some statements, especially coming from the President, because they also have capacity to embarrass his own government, his own cabinet secretaries. It has been demonstrated by a member of the Energy Committee here, Senator Sifuna, that a few hours before that announcement, the Energy CS was insisting that Adani deal is the best deal that they have clinched as a ministry. Mr. Speaker, this government needs to communicate better, even among itself, so that even as they now come out to speak to the nation, then they are speaking in tandem. Mr. Speaker, I am concerned by the speech of the president that did not address itself to the all-important aspects of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. The Speaker, one of the fundamental tenets of democracy, and we pride ourselves in democracy, is representation of the people. As we speak today, Mr. Speaker, there are sections of Kenyans who are not represented in Parliament and in county assemblies, for the simple reason that we do not have an IEBC in place. Mr. Speaker, I'll give you the president only 2 examples because he occasioned one of those lack of representations. The people of Unguja, where the current CS for energy comes from, are not represented in Parliament. So, Speaker, the people of Banisa are not represented in Parliament. Several wards across this country are not represented in the county assemblies. The Speaker, I would have expected the President, in his address to the nation, would give a proper timelines as to when this nation should expect an IEBC fully in office, so that the Speaker, they can carry out the task of elections, and secondly, the delimitation of boundaries, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I heard the President mention about abductions, disappearances, and kidnappings. What the President, the Speaker, forgot, or the speechwriter forgot to include in the speech of the President, is the fact that the Speaker, at the time the President was addressing the nation on matters security, the parliamentary square had been converted into a police state. I tried with the Speaker to access the precincts of Parliament. I could not, because all the streets around Parliament had been cordoned off, and there was heavy presence of unrivaled police officers. And Speaker, I kept wondering, who is afraid of who? Why can't members access Parliament freely and listen and engage with the President without the police officers harassing members and curtailing access? The Speaker, on the matter of public debt, I would have expected the President to give us a lot more information about, when he says that he inherited immense debt from the previous administration. What is immense debt, Mr. Speaker? Why can't we deal with figures? How much money is it that this current administration inherited from the previous administration? What is the current borrowing status of this government? How much money have we borrowed as a country since 2022? How much have we paid? And what is the...
1 minute to conclude, Leader.
Thank you, the Speaker. What is outstanding debt? The Speaker, lastly, on the matter of the NHIF, the transition from NHIF to Chief. The Speaker, I want to answer Senator Alwale, and he's not here. But because this will go on record, let Senator Alwale know that the Senator of Kitui County, Wambua, has no problem whatsoever to contribute 32,000 shillings to the new system. But what the Senator of Kitui has a big problem with, the Speaker, and I will proclaim it, is that I am losing my 32,000 shillings from my salary, and that money is not helping my people in Kitui County. Mr. Speaker, this chief business, to me, as far as I am concerned, and as far as the people of Kitui County who are consuming this service are concerned, it's a sham, Mr. Speaker. We are not benefiting from this thing. This transition was mishandled, Mr. Speaker. Let's face it. We have handled transition of system, Mr. Speaker. I have personally taken...
Senator,
Speaker.
Senator Cherargei, what is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I stand understanding standing order 105 on accuracy of facts. Is it in order for Bishop Senator Wambua, or the next governor of Kitui, to say that the Shah and Chief is not being enjoyed by the people of Kitui? Yet we know the rollout is is across the country. Can he, no. Can he substantiate as per standing order 105, give us facts that Chief and Shah does not work in Kitui, and then we can work with facts. I would also be disappointed if it doesn't work in Kitui.
Senator Wambua.
Mr. Speaker, medical injustice against one patient is injustice against all patients. Mr. Speaker, that's the basis on which I'm making this statement. That, Mr. Speaker, this system, the implementation of it, has been hurried, has been rushed. Mr. Speaker, we have worked in institutions where we have carried out transitions. And there is a formula of doing transitions, Mr. Speaker. You don't just wake up one morning, stop a system that is working, and bring another system, Mr. Speaker, that very few people don't understand, Mr. Speaker. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, on that chief business. You know, Mr. Speaker, let us also take cognizance of the fact that the people of the northern frontier may not be able to enlist themselves for chief business because they are not under network connectivity. They are not covered.
Your time is up, Senator. Senator Wahome Wamatinga.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to add my voice to the presidential speech. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, sir, I do remember during the swearing in of the current deputy president that the president alluded to the fact that he has found himself working alone in this government. Mr. Speaker, sir, I've listened to my colleagues, and I must say, we believe in a society where a husband will lock the kitchen in the morning, walk away with the keys, but in the evening come home and demand food from the wife. Having said that, Mr. Speaker, sir,